BassGeek here. This week we're going to recap stop number 4 in the BFL Volunteer Division, Cherokee Lake. So stop number 4 on the BFL Volunteer Division hit Cherokee Reservoir. I got to practice one day earlier in the week, but, found nothing that I really wanted to maybe share with my boater and spin out his pattern. I spoke to him Friday. I didn't get to go to the registration meeting. Guys, in the BFL, other than the very first meeting of the year, if you don't get to make it, all you have to do is pre-register. You can do that either through the FLW website or by calling the FLW. Then you want to call your tournament director. Just let them know that you're not going to be there, but you do have plans on fishing the tournament the next day. Very important that you do that. So after work, as I was getting my gear ready, and as usual, FLW BFL will send you a text. It'll tell you your partner, what his contact information is, or her contact information is. It'll tell you your takeoff and your check-in times, and it'll give you the boat number that you are. So as I'm getting my gear prepped and ready to load into my truck, I got my text. I got to fish this week with a gentleman by the name of Derek Blake, who plans on fishing the FLW Tour next year. And let me tell you guys, he was, again, 4 for 4 this year. Awesome guy. Really good guy to fish with, and I'm telling you, he can flip like it's nobody's business. So as per usual, Derek called me, and we set up a time and a place to meet. We met at a boat ramp right across from where the check-in marina is, and no problems there. We met at 6 o'clock, was on the water, and ready to go at takeoff at 6:30 with smooth sailing. So Derek told me that we were going after quality bites, and that every bite we had to execute and make them count, because we probably only get 5-6 bites throughout the day. We were flipping marinas and docks on Cherokee, and it wasn't about the number of bites, but the quality bites that we were after. That's right up my wheelhouse, since I've been doing a lot of flipping here lately. Now Derek was a master at flipping docks. I learned a lot from him. It was just real fun. Super great guy. Like I said, 4 for 4 with just quality guys, and I've learned something from every single one that I've been out with. Fish the BFLs, guys. I'm telling you, you will learn a ton. Okay, so basically when he called me, he told me that we were going to flip all day. So I was like, okay, I'm going to load up. He said we might fish a little top water early. So I'm going to show you the equipment, the rods and reels that I took with me during this tournament. So the first rod I'm going to show you, this is an old rod that I've had for years. I use it for my top water. It is a 7-foot Quantum Tournament Series. I've got it paired with an old Bass Pro Shops Extreme that I've also had for years, and I've got it 15-pound mono on there. Now this is a Zara Spook in a sexy shad color. It's a 1-knocker, and that's what I started off with. Topwater didn't pay off for us that day, however, so we didn't stay with it very long. So the second rod I'm going to show you, this is a Fluger Presidential Series, and I've got it coupled with a St. Croix Premier 7-foot medium action. It's got 8-pound fluorocarbon on it, and backed with 20-pound braid. This is a Berkeley Havoc Watermelon Candy. I went back and forth between it and just a Green Pumpkin in the 6.25. This is a spot remover, 1/8 ounce head. No bites on this one. So the third rod that I had on the deck was this. This is a Halo Twilight Series heavy action with a Quantum PT Energy 7/0-1. Now I've got that spooled up with 17-pound fluorocarbon. This was not what I was using on it most of the time. as the day went on, I changed it out. But early on, I had a white, either structure bug or biospawn biocrawl on to mimic shad in and around the docks. And last but not least, my good old flipping stick. And when I say old, I mean I've had this rod and reel for years. This is the 7.6 heavy action Bass Pro Shops Extreme. It is coupled with a Lew's speed spool in a 7.3 to 1 action. I like the faster reel. Get them up and get them out of there as quickly as you can. I have a 1/2 ounce, and I kept either a watermelon or a green pumpkin structure bug on this all day. He was fishing a jig. I wanted something a little smaller profile than what he was fishing to maybe pick off some of those smaller fish as we were going that maybe wasn't attracted to that jig. I've got it spooled with 20-pound fluorocarbon and was fishing a 1/2 ounce. Now, one of the mistakes I feel like I made, and an adjustment that I made later, I was fishing between my 2 flipping sticks. I was fishing lighter weights and should have been fishing, because we were fishing shallow. I had a 1/4 ounce on the halo rod, and I had a 3 ounce on here. So as we went on, he was getting some bites. I wasn't getting, even a nibble. And so I asked him, what size weight are you using? He was using a 1/2 ounce. So I went up to a 1/2 ounce and immediately got my first bite. So now let's talk about the bites. My angler boated 4. He had 5 bites. He boated 4. I don't remember what he finished. Again, Derek Blake, he's a great guy. He's going to fish, hopefully going to fish FLW, and hopefully he's going to be a good friend for quite some time to come. But he sent me a text, said he was able to eke out a check. Congratulations, Derek. Way to go. Unfortunately, just like Derek told me, we had to execute on every bite. I got a hold of what looked like about a 3 to a 3.5 pounder immediately when I made a change to the 1/2 ounce weight, and it wrapped me around a rope and popped off. So my execution was poor. I couldn't blame anyone but myself. So again, guys, second tournament in a row that I pulled up a 0. It's going to happen. I'm not making excuses, but I will tell you, I really spent a lot of my time watching Derek. He's really just a superb dock fisherman. I mean, the way he was flipping and skipping things under, I consider myself pretty decent at flipping, but this guy was really a head above. So I really learned a lot, especially watching his technique and the areas that he targeted on a lot of his docks and the laydowns, and how he came after those. So the second 0 of the season's really put my back against the wall. But coming into the Super Tournament, which is a 2-day tournament on Lake Chickamauga, I'm really excited, because in the time between now and September, I'm going to get to fish with 2 guys who are just studs on Lake Chickamauga. So I should be prepared to really go out there and at least put a few fish in the boat and climb back into the top 50. It dropped me to 66, so I'm just outside of the top 50, but I'm ready to fight and claw to make the regionals. 1 tournament left, guys. Wish me luck. As always, guys, questions and comments in the comment section. I'll always get to them. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and you guys rock.